Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mentajam in the northern part of Peninsular Malaysia, and right now I'm staying in the southern part of Peninsular Malaysia, that is Johor, and the town which I'm staying right now is called Kluang. Okay, welcome everyone to my channel. As you know, we are now I'm uploading this book. So we are now actually doing my book, all grammar. So this is book 2. And book 2 is a bit special because it's written in 2 languages, Dwi Bahasa, Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa Inggeris. The reason is after I had finished uploading my first book and started selling, I discovered that in fact a lot of my subscribers who are actually Malays requested that I use 2 languages to explain, so that it's a bit easier to understand. That time they were at the basic level 1. So now they are at level 2. I believe they are much better. They are very much better. So I'm now doing book 3. I will be using totally English starting book 3. Whole book is grammar. And this book has 40 lessons. 40 lessons, if you can see the content over here. 40 lessons. And I can tell you, 40 lessons is considered quite complete. In fact, it's, very near to complete. I mean the different parts of grammar. Because I don't think all grammar added up will be more than 50. Maybe 40 plus. That's it. And this book is quite complete because it has 40 different parts of grammar, types of grammar. So this book is written in 2 languages. The explanation part, starting book 3, I'll be using totally English. Okay, I feel that those people who requested for 2 languages, by now they are quite good already. And if I look at my record, and if I understand, I would say that 99.5% of the people, my buyers who have bought this book and also book 1, are actually 99.5%. I would say they are Malays. So they are very keen to learn grammar. They like it, they love it, and I think they are benefiting from the explanation via my social media. At the same time, they have a book with answers behind, so I think that they really enjoy it. But it does not mean that other races don't buy and therefore nothing. If you don't buy, it's okay, because I think that you can learn from my YouTube channel or other social media platforms, and or maybe you feel that level 1 and level 2 are still simple. You might probably consider the higher levels like book 3, book 4, So I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I actually am fine with that. Now, so we are coming here now to comparison of adjectives. So English is like this, it is very specific. You don't have just adjectives and then go to elsewhere. From adjectives, there is another branch called comparison of adjectives. What if these 2 compare? This one is better than this or bigger than this. What is the word? How do you do it? So that comes under comparative degree. Comparative degree is comparing 2. Okay, one is better than the other, or one is not as good as the other. And then superlative degree, I wouldn't say as good as, I would say comparison of adjectives. If you are talking about comparative degree, one is better than the other, or one is not higher or better than the other. That means comparison between 2. So one is higher, one is lower, okay, or more beautiful. Superlative degree, you can see the word super. Super means the maximum, the highest level. So comparison between 3 or more than 3, okay. But then in lesson 2, I introduced to you irregular adjectives, just like irregular verbs. verbs, you have regular verbs and irregular verbs. Irregular means to say not normal, not the normal way of dealing with the word. So irregular means the word changes totally. It changes from one word to another word. Okay, so you can see the example over here. Irregular adjectives. I have 3 written up here for you. Example, as bad as. Is there any comparison? No. It means they are the same. A is as bad as B. That means they are the same. So we call it positive degree. Comparative degree. That means A is worse than B. Not better, but worst. Not more bad than. No, it's worse. At the back of the word you can see SE. And then among 3, C is the worst of all. C is the worst among the 3. So you can see ST to represent 3 and above, superlative degree. As good as, better than, the best. So you see here, bad changes totally. So there's no question of saying better, baddest, or more bad than, the most bad. No. It's bad, worse than the worst. Same as good. You don't say gooder than the goodest. You don't say more good than the most good. That will be regular. That means the normal way of comparing 2 or more than 2. In this situation, good better than the best. Okay, comparison between 2 is better than comparison between 3, the best, or 3 and above. As little as, less than the least. As little as is the same, no comparison. This is A is as little as B. But B is less than A, or B has less than A. And then C has the least. So there is no such thing as littler, littlest, or more little than the most little. No. So you can see SE, ER, SS. Comparison between 2, comparative. Whereas here you can see it's the same, ST, ST, ST. So in front, remember to put the, and it is superlative degree, the highest level, okay, of as you know, adjectives. All these are adjectives, but of course this lesson is comparison of adjectives, comparing 2 or the same or 3 and above. But you can see that adjectives are used for people, animals, things, places, or situations. Okay? Let us now go to exercise 4. It's the same thing. S, that means it's the positive degree, no comparison, they are the same. Comparative degree, comparing between 2, more than. And superlative degree, the highest level, comparison between 3 and more than 3. Then you use the most. Okay, the most, not most, but the most. Alright, so I will now read the first one. As beautiful as, more beautiful than, the most beautiful. So as beautiful as, there's no comparison, both are the same. Beautiful, what do you see? 3 syllables. Okay, so I tell you, English pronunciation is very important. Pronunciation, whether it is 2 syllable or 3 syllable or 1 syllable, it's very important. You know how to pronounce the word, because grammar is affected. Pronunciation affects grammar. Before this, I taught you one on articles and the. I told you to listen to the pronunciation. Use your mouth to pronounce rather than use your eyes to identify. Oh, A, E, I, O, U, therefore is N. No such thing. No such thing. Unless you are a very basic learner or a primary school pupil, then okay. Alright. So here we put more beautiful than the most beautiful because of 3 syllables. As careful as. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So number 1, now why do we put more beautiful than the most beautiful? Why more, why most? Why not beautifuler, beautifulest? Number 1, the reason is because it has already 3 syllables. So I can tell you that you are safe. If you see 3 syllables, you put more than the most. is okay, is safe, is correct. Another reason it is because of the word full, F-U-L. So I want you to remember this, full, 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 sure. Just put more than the most. So there's no such thing as beautifuler, beautifulest. So these are the two reasons. When you see F-U-L behind, you can be very safe. Put more than if comparison between 2, the most if comparison between 3. The opposite of full, F-U-L, is less, L-E-S-S. For example, careful. Careful, the opposite is careless, L-E-S-S. So you just look at the word. If you see this word full, or you see the opposite, less, example, careless, useful, useless, hopeful, hopeless, then you can just be sure that you put more than the most. You can be sure of that. Okay? So as careful as, more careful than, the most careful. This one is easy because of the F-U-L. As dangerous as, more dangerous than, the most dangerous. Dangerous, 3 syllables, sure already. Or even 4 syllables, comfortable, 4. Sure, more, most. Not comfortable, comfortablest, no. Now, some people pronounce comfortable, it's okay, it's okay. As expensive as, more expensive than, the most expensive. Expensive has 3 syllables, can you see? Expensive. Therefore, when you compare between 2, more expensive than the most expensive. You don't say expensiver, expensivest, no. Because it has already got 3 syllables. As forgetful as, more forgetful than, the most forgetful. It's the same as number 1. Forgetful, 3 syllables, safe. Just put more than the most. Another reason is because of the word full, F-U-L. So when you see the word F-U-L or you see the word L-E-S-S, then you are safe. Just put more than the most. As foolish as, more foolish than, the most foolish. So there's no such thing as foolisher, foolishest. For the word foolish, you just put more than the most. As handsome as, more handsome than, the most handsome. 2 syllables. Handsome, foolish. But you don't say foolisher. You don't say handsomer. You don't say foolishest. You don't say handsomest. You say more foolish than, the most foolish. More handsome than, the most handsome. Okay? As honest as, more honest than, the most honest. Again, 2 syllables. But then you don't put honester, honestest. No. Okay? And you see this word, the pronunciation is honest, honest, not honest, not honest. There's no H sound. Pronunciation is very important. It affects our grammar. The way we write, the way we speak. As helpful as, more helpful than, the most helpful. Again, this is simple because of the word full, F-U-L. Full, F-U-L. Full, F-U-L. Full, F-U-L. So it's easy. When you see the word full, F-U-L, when you see the word less, L-E-S-S, just put more than, the most. Okay, you are correct. As important as, more important than, the most important. So important, 3 syllables, sure already. More than, the most. Okay? So actually, we have one more exercise. Exercise 2. How come I jump to exercise 4? My goodness, it should be exercise 3. Maybe when I was writing, I was actually thinking of exercise 4. So I just jumped. Sorry about that. This is exercise 3. And we have one more exercise to go. Because as you can see, the board is limited. And you know, I usually don't like to spend too much time on one video because it's a bit tiring. Not only for me, but also for students. You know, you have to concentrate. Normally, like when we teach long hours, for us teachers are okay. You know, for us teaching is okay, or lecturing. The people who are listening have to absorb, have to analyze, have to think and remember. They feel more tired than we do. Actually, it's very tiring if I were to think of it. You know, you just sit for 2-3 hours. You just listen. It's not just listening. It is listening and you need concentration. And it is understanding. Your brain has to work. And then at the same time, you have to stay focused. You have to analyze. You have to think about it. And you have to understand whatever is spoken or taught by the lecturer or by the teacher. So it's actually tiring. And I wouldn't want that to happen. Okay, we have time. It's not that we are chasing for time. No, we are not. So therefore, I would prefer, say 20, 25 minutes is still okay. 30 minutes, I don't think I want to, because it's a bit long. Bearing in mind that this is online, you know, I'm not actually facing you. And you are just looking at a computer or your handphone, you know, and you just, you know, you have to stay focused. So it's a bit difficult. Even for myself, I find it a bit difficult if I have to do that. Yes, we have one more, exercise 4. And this exercise 4, I will leave it for the next video. Okay, because that will not take long, probably, you know, 10 minutes or something. So I finished this, so let me recap. If syllables are important. Okay, sometimes we read syllables as well. Now, the pronunciation, as I told you, affects your grammar. The way you write, the way you speak. So, you have to remember this. The simpler ones, one syllable, like short, tall, big, small, or high, low. See, one syllable. Tall, one syllable. Short, one syllable. Fat, one syllable. Big, one syllable. Small, one syllable. High, one syllable. What do? Just put ER, put EST. So high, higher than the highest. One syllable. Then we come to 2 syllables. For example, happy, happy, healthy, wealthy. 2 syllables. But for these 3 words I mentioned just now, happy, healthy, wealthy, 2 syllables is the most difficult part, most challenging part. Why? Because there are 2 different sets of answers. If we are talking about healthy, wealthy, happy, then we do not say more happy than. We do not say more healthy than. We do not say more wealthy than. We say happy, happier than, the happiest. Why throw away change to IER? Why throw away change to IEST? The same as healthy. Healthier, the healthiest. But 2 syllables have another situation. See? Careful, careful. Of course, this is easy because of the word full, F-U-L, or careless because of the word L-E-S-S. Of course, this is easier. But let us take this, foolish. Let us take honest. Let us take handsome. 2 syllables. You do not say foolisher, more foolisher, foolisher or the foolishest. You don't say handsomer, handsomest. You don't say honester, honestest. You don't say that. You say more handsome than, the most handsome. More foolish than, the most foolish. More honest than, the most honest. You say that. You see? So 2 syllables are more challenging because there are 2 sets of answers. And then if 3 syllables like beautiful, like important, dangerous, expensive, forgetful. 3 syllables, easy. Even though they don't have F-U-L, you can be sure that you just put more than, the most. And of course, 4 syllables, don't need to worry, comfortable, sure you use more, you use the most. Okay, so that's all for my session today. Remember to give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are interested to buy my book, you can WhatsApp to me. If you want to learn more about English, oral, or what you call speaking, then you can go to my TikTok or my Instagram. Okay, and if you need my help, let us say you are working or you are studying and you have problems, you need to solve your problems, you need to understand more about grammar or more about vocabulary, more about language and structure, then if you are staying in Kluang, of course you can come to my learning center. If you are Bukit Mertajam, of course no. Penang, no, because I seldom go back home. But you can always approach me online. Just have to WhatsApp to me, and you can let me conduct an online short course for you. As long as you have understood and you know your problems and can solve them, then it's okay. I'm willing to give you a class if you are interested. Okay, so that's all for this session. Goodbye and see you again.